Hey guys, it's Friday night. It's Ann, and I am not in my kitchen. As you can see, look at I have two rock stars. There is Terry, there is Joanne. I am traveling, and we are cooking in Joanne's kitchen tonight. So before I turn the camera around, Joanne's going to be my chef, a star feature tonight. We're doing a Mediterranean flatbread, but we are in mid New Hampshire. Kind of. The leaves are absolutely gorgeous. And these are two of my favorite people that I met in my Pampered Chef career. And Joanne has been retired for a few years, but as you're going to hear, still loves and uses our products all the time. And Terry is still in business with me, but she is in Waco, Texas. Until today, we teleported her here. So stay tuned. Let's move. Let's flip it around and let's come into Joanne's kitchen. Terry's going to be up there giving guidance. And we have the air fryer because we've already used it for part of the recipe, the bar pan, the chopper, so many ingredients. And Joanne is going to walk us through making it. So take it away.
Okay, so we're going to make a little Mediterranean flatbread tonight. And I love this stone fire flatbread. You find it near the deli here in New Hampshire. I don't know where you'll find it where you are. But it's a great thing to have in the freezer. And I'm just going to start with a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to press some garlic right into that and then spread it around with my pastry brush, with my silicone brush. Yeah. So
really
want
good.
That to smell nice and garlicky.
And you guys, look at how loved Joanne's stoneware bar pan is. Remember our stoneware, the uglier they look, the better they cook.
Right.
And remember, it's anniversary month, so they are currently 25% off if you're interested.
Oh, and they last forever. This one's like 35 years old or so. I roasted these cherry tomatoes. You know, sometimes when you get down to the last few cherry tomatoes and they look a little wrinkly, well, I just throw them in the air fryer and roast them and use them for something like this. So I'm going to add a little bit of roasted tomato. And I'm going to chop a little. I've got some artichokes. I thought I had a can of artichokes, but these are marinated and they're going to work just fine. I'm just going to give them a little rough chop with my food chopper. And back in the day, back in 1992, the food chopper was the product I really wanted and was the beginning of my Pampered Chef career.
And you guys, that is also on sale this month. And Terry, what's one of your favorite food chopper uses?
Oh my gosh, I use it all the time. Onions, everything. I literally, onions, celery, chicken, I use it constantly.
Yeah, it is one of the products that I probably fell in love with first. In fact, these are two of them, the bar pan and the food chopper. But Joanne now has the salad chopper in her hand, and that's pretty amazing.
And I'm just going to chop a little bit of spinach, fresh baby spinach, and sprinkle a little of that. You know, one thing when you're making a little pizza like this, you don't want to get it too overloaded with veggies because there's a lot of moisture in it, you know. You don't want to get it soggy. So I am not a perfect chef. I'm a little bit of a messy chef. I've got some roasted red pepper here. And, you know, sometimes you can't use a whole jar of roasted red pepper. And I just hate to throw it out. So what I do is I just throw it in the freezer until the next time I need it. A little bit of onion. I happen to have had a red onion already cut in the refrigerator. So put a little of that on. Some olives. Do you guys both like olives?
I love it.
Okay, good. Not everybody does, but good to know. So I'm going to put them all on there. And this is that chicken sausage. And I just have kind of sliced it up. This would be another thing that you could chop. But, you know, it doesn't have as much fat. It's a little bit healthier. And again, it's something that I usually have in my freezer, so when I'm doing something, you know, at the last minute, it's really easy to pull it out. I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. I'm not going to drown it in cheese because I want to really enjoy all those different flavors.
Oh, the color.
Yes. That's pretty.
Isn't that pretty? It's like a rainbow. They say to eat the rainbow, and I would say this flatbread really works.
And I threw in a little of the Italian seasoning with the tomatoes because
Yum.
this is something that I just still, 5 years later, I still make sure I've got this on with all my spices. And a little bit of feta cheese. So I thought this was open, but it is not. Okay, now it is. And I love the salty brininess of just a little bit of feta cheese. You don't want to overdo it.
So if you're following along on one of my virtual parties tonight versus on my timeline, this is your last day for you guys on the virtual parties to take advantage of all the incredible October sales. And your host parties do end tonight. But if you're just on my regular timeline, you have the whole rest of the month yet that you can keep shopping. Now what are we doing with that, Joanne?
So here we go. It's going to go in the oven at 375 for maybe 10 or 15 minutes. I'm going to keep an eye on it.
Okay. And
So-
Terry, any suggestions for anything else these guys should know live cooking tonight?
Well, you know what? If you make it at home, cheat. Just like Joanne did.
Yeah,
Yes.
these are what we call kitchen
Yeah.
tricks.
Yeah.
Kitchen tricks.
Yeah.
Don't.
I mean, I didn't have a plan for dinner tonight, but I remembered that I had that flatbread in my freezer, and I magically pulled these other things out.
Keep
of my
cheater
freezer.
items in the freezer so that you can pull it together because it's going to be delicious.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you can put your own whatever toppings you
Yeah,
like. I
for
mean,
sure.
this just happens to be the Mediterranean
Right.
version.
So there you have it, you guys. How fun was that to have a guest chef? So put in the comments, drop it below. I always try to ask you a question. If you were making flatbread tonight at your house, what would the toppings be? And then second of all, just a reminder, a lot of times flatbreads can be made just like Joanne did tonight with just a little bit of olive oil, garlic, and Italian seasoning. Forget about the sauce. Because sometimes people over sauce things and then they get soggy and it doesn't give you the same texture. So, and this will be, you know, better than a $25 flatbread we would have had if we would have went out tonight. So when it comes out of her oven, I will snap a picture and I'll put it in the comments below. And if you need a shopping link, just message me and I will look for all your comments. You guys have a great weekend. See you soon. Thanks, ladies.
Bye.
Bye.